All right. It's that time. It's time for Beyond Sight and Sound. Let's do this.
Hey boys and girls, we are going to talk about S&W shooters and prospectors. What is S&W shooters and prospectors?
We at S&W Shooters and Prospectors help people find treasure.
Did you say treasure?
Yes, treasure. Just listen to this amazing review from our happy customer, Jackie Sparrow.
Chocolate ship shape and a pleasure to deal with. I was able to buy everything that I needed at prices that were shillings less than others. I found my 9 pieces of meat in no time. Savvy?
I know you're asking yourself, why should I shop at S&W Shooter and Prospectors?
Chuck Smalley has over 45 years of metal detecting experience. He works with each customer one-on-one to customize their setup to match their skill level.
So if you always dreamt of being a pirate, contact Chuck at S&W Shooters and Prospectors and he'll take a great deal for you.
Eye patch and rum not included.
Caution. Please do not operate motor vehicles or power equipment while under the influence of this show. Listening to this show could cause side effects such as bouts of laughter, violent binges of cabin fever, and even dreams of silver and gold. Please be advised. Now that the fine print is out of the way, on with the show.
All right, we're back. We're live once again. And it looks like everyone's dropping in. I see that the Bills are in, Dennis is in, Barb's in. Which, speaking of Barb, hopefully Jack's doing well. I see that in the chat there, Barb. Mark's in. There we go. Now they're starting to drop in. Now they're coming in. 5 Mile Relic Hunter in the house. All right. Now they're coming through. See, that's why it pays to hit the notification bell. Because lately, I haven't been dropping any links. I haven't been giving any warning. Who can with the unpredictability of these storms? And speaking of storms, what is going on? Something is tearing gold down. $3,200.20 an ounce currently, minutes before we went live, which is a drop of $203.60 if you're counting change. That's a heck of a drop, but don't worry, it'll come back up. It'll come back up. Silver's down a little. $32.46 an ounce, which it's only down by 27 cents. And that'll come back up too. Thanks once again to Dennis for throwing the spot out there for us. So we've got that update out of the way. And speaking of gold, oh man, we got some goodies for you guys and gals to look at tonight. Yeah, there's something else. We've got some things to kind of get into a little bit. So I think it'll be a good time. We've got things coming up too in the near future. Obviously, this weekend, Chuck will be away at DTH. And who knows? You folks let me know. Maybe I'll do a little live Friday or Saturday. We may do a little auction format show. But if we do, you folks tell me, what do you want to see? You want to see coins? You want to see tokens? Maybe you like glass? I don't know. Just something, playing around with an idea. Either way, let's get Chuck in here too.
Hey, everybody. I hope you had a great day. We had got up to 87 here today.
Cool.
And they're talking 91 to 93 coming in.
Woof. You can keep that.
Yeah, it's coming. I can't turn the corner on that one. But there's some sort of a dome over us. We may not see much bad weather here, but to the north and east. So we'll see what's going on. I'm quite sure. Hey, Richard, how you doing? ORH Barb.
Emery, Tom.
We're filling right up. Dennis is in the house. Good God, can you realize he's going to be with me for 2 weeks? And there's no Wendy's and no.
Oh, that's all right though.
Hey,
I think Dennis is banking on you bringing some smoked brisket.
Well, I'm working on it. We'll see if we can pull that off. I don't know if they'll take that from me at the airport or what. You never know if they like the smell of it.
They might, yeah.
Heck yeah. So, but we're getting all prepped up for DTH meet and greet and hunt and prepping still for swing into summer, and that's going to be good. So it'll be fun. Be fun. For those of you going to DTH, I hope you're going to the meet and greet. There's going to be some nice raffling going on there, and there's going to be gold to be had. And in the form of nuggets, coinage, gold backs.
Yeah.
I found this last year. That was one of the better ones I found last year. I found a lot of smaller ones, but that's a couple grams worth, just shy of it. And that'd be a nice pendant piece because it's pretty. So we're going to go with that one. And then we're actually running 2 separate raffles. One for the, I don't know if I can get that up there to where you can see that gold in
there. You go.
That's
a little higher.
All pickers. There's 1 7 in. I got 3.5 grams of natural gold, 1.5 grams in coinage.
3.5 grams.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, 3.5 grams. When you're running $102 or $3 a gram, and then
that's a nice pile.
Other goodies thrown in. Now this is a DTH. There'll be a totally different raffle at CIS.
Right.
Gold included. I know of a 2 peso that's going to that one, and maybe some more nuggets.
Right. Yeah. I mean, they'll still see some gold at CIS.
Oh yeah. Well, they're going to see good stuff at CIS. Trust me.
Oh yeah.
And DTH, but CIS is the home crew. So we'll have a good time. Emery can't go.
Emery can't go to what?
He said he wishes he could go. I don't know which one he's talking about or both.
Maybe he's talking about Alaska.
Yeah.
Maybe he's talking about DTH. Hopefully he's not talking about CIS.
Well, not.
DTH.
DTH, because I know he's camping next. I'm sitting here thinking, I think he's camping with Kevin and Frank. I think they're going to try to get a conglomerate going. And yeah, that'll be, oh boy, that'll be a crew.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I hear Barb's coming over and you're coming over and Tam, and I don't think Travis is he?
No.
Okay.
No. Travis, he would love to come back to Swing into Summer, but he just can't make this one.
Well, we understand.
And I mean, it's been tough for a lot of people. I mean, this is a strange year anyway. And then there's a lot of people that were hoping that they could go, that they're thinking maybe they can, then they're thinking maybe they can't. Then life happens, something else gets in the way, and now they can't. And it's been a mess.
Yes. We got some of these that'll be at both hunts. And if you get a good look, folks, take a hard look at that. That's probably 62. I've got some MS62.
Those, yeah, man, those are killer.
That's an 1884. There's no 21s. Not in the raffle. There may be a couple tokens in the field for some 21s, but not in the raffle.
And those things are so nice that they're almost blinding when they flicker off the light just right.
Yeah.
Those are phenomenal pieces. Somebody's going to be very happy.
So there's going to be 2 raffles at DTH. I'm giving this a whirl, and if it works out good, it'll be the same format at CIS.
Right. Which, yep. I guess for those that are going to DTH, maybe we ought to let them know what format is.
Yeah. Raffle 1. Raffle 1 will be a $10 ticket, 100 tickets only. That's what the gold nuggets are on. There'll be some of those fancy silver dollars. There'll be gold backs in it and some 10th ounce silver buffalo. Okay. And oops, that's not a good picture of it. Let's see if we can get it turned around here. There you go. Some of those will be going. And as we go along on the first one, if we sell out that night, everything's drawn for that night and in that raffle. Now, raffle 2 starts the next morning. If we finish up raffle 1 that day, that's the night before, done. It's over. It's for the people at the meet and greet. They got 125 or so coming to the meet and greet. So be an interesting night, and it's a $10 straight $10 ticket. And 100 of them. And the money's made above and beyond will be going to my Firefighters Association, and that money will go in and help feed kids in town lunches. We do it basically the whole
summer.
The whole summer. We've put out 1,800 meals last year. With the firemen, the library, the township, the village, the Legion, all of us throwing in, volunteering. Some we make. Now,
some lunches are made. Sometimes it's pizza,
hot food, different things like that. And every day, 5 days a week. So, yeah. And these go to families of lower income in the area, in the school district. And it's well received by people that need it.
Right.
No kid goes hungry. And then some will be going over to the Diabetes Foundation in memory of Jeff.
Right. And I think you said on that $10, you've got what, 100 tickets. If they go, you're pulling everything then.
Pulling everything on raffle 1. Raffle 2.
Right.
Raffle 2 will have the vial of the smaller gold. The big nugget goes out. Raffle 2 will have this gold.
Ooh.
It's a 1990 Aura, however they say it, English, and it's a Lynx on there. And a couple of silver dollars and some of the gold backs. And the gold backs, you can't even see them in the light. It just reflects. So, all that,
the Mylar sleeve.
and if things are pretty fast and furious, we'll probably throw, there'll be more of these in there. Okay.
Right.
So, yeah. And we may throw a few other pieces of equipment in.
And
happen.
yeah, I was gonna say, just a note to people, if they're really wanting to get into some tickets and increase their chances, if tickets are going well, Chuck may be looking to throw a few more items in.
Yep. So we're working on it. It'll be a good time. And there's some people going to be happy with their finds from DTH and some winning. So,
well, with Morgans like that, there's going to be a lot of happy people.
Yeah, it should be a good night and good day. So
those are phenomenal looking pieces.
And at Swing in the Summer, there'll be some more of those. Plus, in the field are going to be 10 tokens for 10 silver dollars. Now, they are
prize tokens.
They're prize tokens, and they aren't these. They're in the good to fine categories. Excuse me.
Either way, we can't put Morgans like that out in the field and risk somebody not finding all of them, or Chuck will be out there the rest of the weekend looking for it.
Well, it'll be on prize tokens, and that's up to I&I Club because I've already given them I like finding silver dollars. That's
who doesn't?
And so a few of them out in the hunt field don't hurt anything, and there's 10 going into the hunt fields at Swing in the Summer only. I mean, It'll be a good hunt. Be a good hunt.
Yeah, it will. It will be a good hunt for sure.
Yeah.
And there
will be.
And at Swing into Summer, you'll also be running raffles the night of the meet and greet and the hunt.
Well, there was for Detecting the Heartland, they had a little bit of a, what do I want to say, setback. Evidently, there was some cross wires. They thought they were getting quarter order. They aren't. Quarter order, and Doug won't be there. They basically cut out that travel for this year because, and the company's not hurting.
We've talked.
That's what it was stated in the post. Company's not hurting. It's just everything got lumped up. They didn't budget for it. Nobody had it in the budget correctly, so it didn't get budgeted for, and that's how companies work. Kind of like maybe we ought to work in the United States, budget for this stuff, and then do it.
Right.
I know I live under a tight budget at a fire station. So,
yeah.
Sorry. But,
and we've talked about this before too, where, the manufacturers, they've just been, this year they've taken a bit of a turn and they've been telling everybody, more videos, less travel.
Yep.
And
bottom line's pretty hard. Got to.
And I fully expect that they're going to reassess things at the end of the year or the beginning of next year and go, well, maybe that wasn't such a grand idea. Let's at least do a little more travel.
And then Garrett has problems with the Vortec again popping up. So they're trying to fix that. I put a letter on my Facebook page about that. And I think I shared it at Shooters and Prospectors too, on what to do and some proper fixes for it. We'll see.
Oh, I missed that. I'll have to go find that and add it to the Beyond Sight
I'll
and Sound page.
Yeah, I'll have to get that out better. And yeah, Barb, he's not to either one of the hunts this year because he was invited to our hunt and it was cut. So
yeah,
not like Doug and Jason are good folk.
Yeah, and it's not that the manufacturers have issues with the representatives or personalities. It's just they're trying to buckle down right now.
That's right. Yep. So, just the way it is. Now, I've been told by Debbie they're coming to our hunt. Debbie's coming to ours. And that was another snafu. It's not her fault. They had that conference over in Adelaide, Australia, and all dealers were invited. I did not go. 3 days in Australia, 2.5 days to get there, and 2.5 days to come home, approximately.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Barb, I wouldn't either right now. I wouldn't update it. But yeah, she's been over there, and she'll get back the day of DTH, Saturday. That's the day she returns. But we've got at both DTH and us, we've got ID Me. At ours, we'll have, as far as I know, Debbie, and they have the panning contest going. Some good prizes in that.
And to remind people, like Alan said Sunday, with the ID Me, whether it's DTH, whether it's Swing into Summer, whether it's Dig Fest,
right?
People that want to participate in that, they'll do registration and everything. And if you do not have a team, they can pair you up with people to make a team from others who want to participate but don't have anyone to participate with.
And they're taking, Alan and John are taking sign-ups at the meet and greet, and in the morning throughout the day, you can throw a team together and go give it a challenge, and it'll be a lot of fun. There's 15 targets, and then there's some tiebreakers. Just
right.
So that happens, and everybody.
And that's all on John and Alan. They're taking care of all of that.
It's nothing to do with either one of the clubs. They're coming in doing that. NACA, great prizes. First place, you all three win triple score.
Triple score.
Second place, you win an AccuPointer.
AccuPoint pinpointer.
The team. It goes down to fourth, doesn't it? Third is.
Yep, I believe third is a shovel.
Premier dig shovel, and fourth
is a pouch and hand digger.
Pouch and hand digger. So they're
to each member of the team.
That's right.
So your $20 a person registration fee, if you place as one of the top 4 teams, you've already gotten more than your registration fee back.
Right, as a group. You got it. So there's no plans at this time that they have a deal like another company's doing where you go to a international or a national championship, but that could evolve.
Right. And
never know.
Who knows? I mean, right now they're just kind of doing this as they tried it out last year at Dig Fest, and this year they're trying to work it into kind of a regional thing. And then next year, who knows?
Right. I see Phil's in the house. Cool. That's cool.
Yes, welcome to Phil.
Cool. And everybody else listening on Facebook and on podcast, hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Chuck's been getting yard work done and all kinds of stuff. Put a kennel up here maybe tomorrow morning. Got everything in for that. Slabs in. Working on where the tree came down that was huge and seeded and put straw over it. A couple other spots still working. I've got the garden planted. I'm trying to get all caught up so I can spend more time digging.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's not.
Well, anybody find anything this week? I haven't seen anybody post anything up. What'd you find? Anybody get out? Probably got too hot too fast.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Oh, but let's see. You know, we'll see what happens. I mean, so far I'm not seeing in the forecast the heat wave or anything. So
There you go. Barb's already plotting her travels there, Josh. I'm reading that. ORH says you go right by his place. She said, load your stuff up and go, Barb.
yeah.
Load your stuff up and ride with us. Or, hey, Barb, sit over in the passenger side. He can drive. There you go.
I don't know that.
Oh, Emery got a silver pocket watch. Yay.
Huh. Imagine that.
Well, I'm surprised it's not gold.
Right? Yeah. Good job, Emery.
Way to go, buddy. We're getting them stirred up now. There you go. So,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
yeah, come prepared. We'll have a lot of fun at both hunts. So I don't know how many are going to DTH. I know Dennis is going for sure.
I know Dennis is.
Yep.
And let's see.
Frankie will be there. Frankie will be in the booth with me.
In terms of,
Richard.
Richard will be there.
Richard's going to help me.
Yeah. And in terms of swing into summer, we know Frankie will be there. Kevin, Emery, Clay, Richard, Dennis. I mean, the list is growing.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
And that's the way it happens. I mean, the closer you get to the event, the faster that list starts to kind of snowball.
Right.
We know Alan and John will be at both DTH and swing into summer.
Yep. We know that. So
Yeah. Which shout out to Alan for jumping in there with us Sunday and giving an update on ID me and everything.
By the way, Alan, if you're listening, you are seated with Frank, myself. My wife will be there. There'll be a chair there. You and John will have sign-up duties there with me because the people will be coming back and forth. They figure at the raffle table, and you sign them up for the ID me hunt.
There you go. It'd be a great way to do it.
Yep.
And people got a kick out of hearing the update and the chatting back and forth we were all doing Sunday. Alan just has a blast when he comes on. He has a good time with it.
Yes, he does. So, but we got some good prizes, Alan. Trust me.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Got the kind of prices people like to see.
Oh yeah, this is a nice pendant piece.
Got the kind of prices people like to win.
And all that ever been done to this is washed with water. You wear it, it'll self polish. It'll polish.
Yeah.
And if you want, you can put it in a little lemon juice. Let it sit a little.
Yeah, that'll shine it right up too.
That will set it off. And then we got more nuggets for the next. There's 2 raffles. So we got nuggies, Alan. And most of them are from the last trip up. So.
There you go.
Yep.
There ain't nothing wrong with that at all. And somewhere in the works, in the pipeline, people may recall us a little whiles back talking with Mark Hoover.
Yep.
And Mark will be back on the show very shortly. We'll be covering an event coming up in August out in Utah known as The Gathering.
Mm-hmm.
That ought to be pretty interesting.
Now, I don't know. I talked to him about it. Personally, we had a long chat about it. But, they're looking for Bigfoot, orbs, all kinds of eyeball stuff. And then detecting.
Well, but there's also treasure, legend, and lore, too. Yeah. Stories of that going around, too. It's
going to go to that. And I said, if you find them around with tinfoil hats, leave.
Nah.
But, I'm with today's technology, I'm a little skeptic on good old Bigfoot.
Well, I just so happen to know where a couple live.
Anymore and be alone. You're on somebody's camera.
Mm-hmm. I just so happen to know where a couple live, though.
Yep, one in Prophetstown.
Right.
One in Polo.
Right.
The Squash Brothers.
We got a couple in Ohio, too.
Yep. Yeah, you do.
But, I mean, I've had Terry on the show in the past. He's always got some great stories, and I don't get it. They don't promote this a whole lot for some reason, or maybe it's just not well received or whatever. But I figured, you know what? It's been a while since Terry's been on the show. None of the other shows want to touch it. I'll bite.
Yep. Yep. And
let's do it.
They also chase UFOs a bit.
They may.
Mm-hmm. Now, that's something that's a whole different story away from some of the other stuff. UFOs. We aren't the only one.
Well, right. And I think now they just kind of refer to it all as UAPs for aerial phenomena, and
you can change it 100 times, it's still different.
Yeah, I mean, let's face it, out there, it's a very vast expanse, and the sky is, if it's a clear night, the sky is so clear, you see so many stars, you almost feel like you could reach out and pluck them like getting an apple off of a tree.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a good time. Everybody likes to share stories and stuff at different events, and that's essentially what this is. I mean, Mark was out there last year just to kind of cover the story of the treasure fleet. So we'll see how it goes.
Yep.
And people may hear of some things that they hadn't before. Because it amazes me even today. You can talk to some people, and some people, if you mention Skinwalker Ranch, they just kind of glaze over. They're like, "What? What is that?"
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of educational for some people too.
Sure. Look,
and
go by. I was talking to my mom about UFOs. Something on the news, whatever. She looked at me and said, "You need to talk to your dad." That's what. Go ask him. Go ask him what he feels about UFOs. I did. He was sitting there, and of course, he was World War II veteran. Tail gunner, B-17, then bombardier.
Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters. He looked right at me. He had that scar. He always had a big old scar clamped in his mouth. He looked at me and he said, Foo Fighters. Bit that. And I said, what? He explained it. I said, well, he said they could never say anything because that gave you a bad rap immediately.
Right.
And the few that did it were taken out of flying right now. So they just lived with it.
And you're lucky if that's all that happened. You could find yourself discharged.
And in his first campaign, he was in the Aleutians. And that's one of the hot spots.
A lot of wide open, vast areas there, too.
Oh, that's all I know. He said, if you think we're the only thing out in all these universes, you're wrong.
Well,
so anyway, but
I'll tell you, this is many, many, many years ago. We had a relative that was in the military, and every now and then he'd kind of talk about different things. And he just said, basically, when they say that there's nothing to be seen, don't believe everything the government tells you.
Right.
And when he was stationed at Hangar 18.
Oh my.
Makes you wonder.
Right. Yeah. In the Area 51. But a lot of Area 51 was skunk works where they developed SR-71 and other of our
that ain't all
other things.
Yeah. They were also known, well, the other half there was also known as Dreamland for remote viewing experiments.
Right.
And some people, anybody in the Air Force may recognize it, but there was also a project called Project Aurora that there was some work done out there for that.
Yeah. So there's all kinds of neat things.
And they are very protective about that area.
Yeah, they are. There's other areas they're very protective of too. So let's see. Alan says he had a guy at Roswell. It was real, and he touched his ship. So you never know. It'd be interesting to hear Mark Hoover's take on it after he gets back.
Right.
We'll definitely have to schedule a before, which you've already done, and an after.
And an after. Yeah, that might not be a bad idea.
Yep. We'll have to get that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too bad, Barb. I had a friend of mine pass away from Agent Orange.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but all Dad would say was, we ain't the only thing out there. And he explained what the Foo Fighters meant, and this ain't the rock group. And
right.
Talked about that, and I said, well, what'd you see? I saw things, and that's all I'm going to say.
Yep. That's usually how it goes too. Yeah, that's unfortunate, Barb.
Yeah.
I had an uncle that was in the Army that drove deuce and a half up and down the DMZ
Well,
all day long. And he was out of the service for decades. All of a sudden woke up one morning with a cough.
uh-oh.
Couldn't shake it. Finally, after many, many tests, they told him, said, well, we know what's going on. You've got bronchial organizing obliterating pneumonia. And you can thank your time in the service driving up and down the DMZ for that.
And don't go away?
Nope. And it took that many years to surface.
Wow.
And if you asked him today, even knowing now what had happened, if he had the chance to do it all over again, would he do anything differently? He says, absolutely not. I served my country.
There you go. There you go.
So, and there is, the way it sounds, another medical show in the works for folks. There's some new treatments out for Lyme's disease.
Yeah, I saw Barb put that up, and actually that was announced by Kennedy today, wasn't it? Or yesterday, Robert Kennedy.
Oh, I must have missed that.
A whole bunch of stuff. And then they were grilling him. The Democrats had him in, and they were grilling him. I was watching a little of that going, why?
Wow. Right.
Yep. Dennis wants to know if any intelligent, if there is intelligent life out there, why the hell would they come see us? Well, I look at it this way, Dennis. I look at it this way. They need a good laugh once in a while.
Right, yeah.
Slapstick,
maybe,
isn't it?
Yeah, it could be just sheer entertainment, where they're going, maybe they run across somebody and they're like, you know what, here.
Right.
The easiest way to explain it, rather than to say, here's what not to do, we'll just show you a great example.
Bill says, ORH says we are their food. They're going to get a damn sour stomach.
Yeah. Somebody will get a bellyache then. Of course, I don't know. They get close enough, they smell Bill's neighborhood, they'll be right down.
Yeah. But anyway.
He was going at it with the smoker again the other day. Looked good, too.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I think I saw that.
Can't beat it.
Oh. Well, I did chicken yesterday. I didn't take any pictures of it. It come out great. That new pellet grill is doing phenomenal. The only thing I don't have it down on is on the steaks and getting kind of a sear set up. I think I got to run it higher to start with and just let it, be a little quicker in the cooking and roll it out of there on the steak. But boy, on the ribs, the chicken and the chops and some of the other stuff I've tried on it so far, burgers, pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It's been excellent. Actually, excellent. I mean, it really does a great smoke too. So
very pleased with the purchase then.
Yeah, I sure am.
And the previous one went to serve a fellow firefighter.
Not yet. It's all cleaned up, ready for him. He's going to come down.
Yeah. Okay. So, well, either way though, I'm sure he'll be pleased too.
Back, and he's working on replacing a portion of that. And when that's done, he's coming for it. It was not best of shape in one area, so
I'm sure he'll be pleased with that.
Sure.
I mean, hey, you can't beat the price.
No. So
and it worked well for you for, God, what's that been now? 7?
5, 6 years, 6, 7 years, something like that.
Yeah.
Even after Mother Nature decided that she'd have it doing backflips across my deck.
Right. Yeah, that's a testament right there to the durability. I mean, yeah, it may have took a little tweaking to
Yeah.
get things back in place, but it still worked.
Yep, they're built pretty tough.
Yes, they are. That's why they're so heavy.
Or she's telling me, be careful if I use a probe on a whole chicken. When you pull it out, it
Yeah.
the
Yeah, you might want to stand to the side when you pull the probe.
Evidently that was hot, huh, Bill? Just saying.
Right.
Saying.
Yep. Yeah, you might.
He's keeping with the alien talk, a probing, LOL.
Nah. Yeah, you might want to stand to the side when you pull the probe on that chicken, though. I mean, they do. And, I mean, that's when you're talking smoking poultry, grilling poultry, it's easy for that meat to be so dry. But when you do it in a pellet grill or a smoker, it is so tender and juicy, it's not even funny.
Chops. Pork chops.
Yeah.
They're tough. I mean, literally, you got to catch them right perfect or bam, they're dry. It's like going to the county fair and you always got the pork producers doing chops up here in Iowa and Illinois, and you get a pork chop sandwich. Well, they move them over to one side. That's great. But then if they aren't selling fast, you get one of them that's been there a while and it's like, you're pulling on leather.
Right, I got chaw on this a while.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, but if you're smoking them, though, man, they come out tender and juicy.
Yep.
Can't beat it. I can't wait to see you do a brisket on that.
Well, it's coming after this hunt.
Right. Dennis is hoping it's coming before Alaska.
Well, that could be. Either that or he's going to get a piece of jerky.
Well, that'd be all right, too. I mean, even that beats Wendy's. Definitely.
I could spice it up. It might do the same as Wendy's doing.
Hey, you never know. You show up with some of that brisket or some jerky. You guys may be bartering back and forth jerky and brisket for caramels.
Yep. There you go.
Keep everybody happy.
His wife makes good caramels. And
yeah.
Dennis's job is to wrap them.
Well, he does a very good job at that.
Yeah. A lot of them, Dennis. Yes, he does. No, those are excellent. Just literally excellent.
See, and maybe he's a better person for it than I am, because if I had that job of wrapping all of those, I'd be going, okay, 2 for you, 1 for me. 1 for you, 2 for me.
2 for me, none for you.
Right, yeah, I'd keep having to sample the product.
Yep. Ellen Landau, you're right. Live long and prosper, buddy.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. And time had kind of gotten away from me as far as shows in the pipeline, but somewhere in the future, I think there is also another event in August to cover that we may be covering. So, yeah, be rounding out the year pretty well, I think.
There you go. So, guys, get out and do some digging. Get some good stuff, will you? I haven't been able to. I'm trying to get caught up in all this so I can do it. So we're getting to the point it's doing pretty good. A couple more jobs and we got her made. Be a good time.
Right?
Yep. Get the kennel put up. That don't take long. That's a hold up and bolt. And on her slab.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's coming here maybe tomorrow if it's not 900 degrees out.
Right, well, hope not.
I'm talking 90.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Which, like I said, they keep talking that after all this rain gets through here, we're going to get hit with that heat wave too. But so far, I'm not seeing it in the forecast. I mean, today, this afternoon, and this evening, it was all a little dicey. We were getting heavy downpours, stuff like that.
We're dry. Believe it or not, we're going into a moderate drought.
Not us. I got so much water, I don't know what to do with it.
There you go.
And they're talking that we're going to possibly get hit again tomorrow, depending on how the
Hey, take care, Alan.
we'll see, Alan. Depending on how the models evolve, we may get hit again tomorrow. And they're talking if we get hit tomorrow, it could be a severe risk of hail and tornadoes.
Yeah.
We don't need that either.
Barb's talking about gas prices coming back, and she 245 in Mississippi had a Sam's Club. Sam's Club over in Iowa. Illinois, there's no cheap gas anyway. Sam's Club over in Iowa the other day was 258 or 259. Same
Wow.
thing. They're only a mile and a half apart. Same thing at Costco. So Dennis
Wow.
is 4 for gas in Peru. I hop across the river here over to Clinton, Dennis. It's 319 and 329 up and down Illinois side. I drop over to the Hy-Vee station in Clinton, Iowa, and it was 276.
Wow.
And that's the way. Yeah, you're right, Phil. And they raised the tax on gas again.
Yep.
Because they're figuring out that all the electric cars, they're losing gas tax money. So they penalize everybody else with a real vehicle, engine to have them.
Yeah. And I knew they were working on this for a while, but I finally got confirmation last night. One has been sighted on the road. There was a Tesla semi.
Oh. Yep.
I still don't know how that's going to work out for them.
I hope the hell the battery never catches fire on that. Now, they've got blankets that they're testing and using to roll over a battery or standard vehicle fire, and they're working. I don't know how well on the electric ones, but on gas, guys walk up, fire gear, slide it over.
And just snuffs it.
And it, snuffs it.
Starves it.
And they're one-use blankets. They're about $1,800 a piece. Well, depending upon which size you get.
Yeah, but if
I can't imagine trying to hang one on a semi.
Yeah, you're liable to need a bigger blanket.
Right.
For sure. Yeah.
Well, buddy, time. I think I'm going to get out of here. We'll be talking, I hope, probably not Sunday night. I'm not sure yet.
Right.
Wednesday night next week, and we'll recap the hunt.
Hey.
How it went. And
there you go.
We're looking forward hard to swing in the summer. We got a lot going. I was on the phone with a lot of people today, and it's going to be good. So we'll work it out.
Well, there you go. And for all that is traveling to DTH, safe travels.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you're grilling, do a little chilling and grilling and have a great day.
I'm hoping to. I'm getting closer. I ain't there yet, but I'm getting closer.
There you go.
All right.
See you, brother. Talk to you.
We'll see you, Chuck.
Yeah.
Take care.
Take care.
Yeah. So if you're out there, if you can enjoy the weather around here, I haven't had the chance to because it's been raining. That's another reason why I say I'm closer, but I'm not there yet. Got to wait for things to dry out to wheel that big mammoth out of the garage and fire it up. But if you're able to get out there and do some grilling and smoking, post up the photos. You know how we like to see them. Post them over in the Metal Detecting Beyond Sight and Sound group. We love to see that sort of stuff over there. Diggers eat too, you know. And if you can get out there and dig, get out there and find it, post up photos of that over in the Metal Detecting Beyond Sight and Sound Facebook group. Other than that, you can follow us here, Beyond Sight and Sound page on Facebook, the group, the podcast distribution services. Join us on all of them, one of them, or none of them. The choice is up to you. We're glad you joined us here. Throw us a like if you enjoyed the show. And if you're traveling to DTH, safe travels. If you're trying to get in on the gold raffle or the Morgans that Chuck's got going, good luck. Somebody is going to be very glad to have their ticket drawn. A few somebodies. I mean, those are nice Morgans, nice gold backs. So we'll see what happens. We'll see everyone else. Who knows? Maybe we'll do a little pop-up Friday or Saturday, or we'll just maybe we'll stick with Sunday and do a recap Wednesday. Who knows? You just never know what's going on, especially with these crazy weather patterns. Stay safe. Have a wonderful night. We're out of here. We sure are glad you found us here tonight. Thanks for dropping by and joining in. If you like metal detecting, treasure hunting, gold prospecting, or even entertaining discussion, check us out Wednesdays and Sundays, 8 p.m. Eastern, on your favorite podcast distribution services.